It's a video shoot, not a gang group. Get it right. You need a supervisor here. Get it right. They have a permit. They have a permit for a video shoot. In addition to the Nipsey Hussle interview that we did with 77 Police Station, I went in with Tara Perry, who is a write-in candidate for the 8th District, to find out why the actual, video shoot of All Money In was broke up and an artist taken to jail. And we basically entered the facilities in hopes that we can get some answers about the custody conditions of the artist that was taken in, and we were able to get some additional information about Nipsey Hussle's ownership of the lot, as well as David Gross.
We're here today because yesterday there was a video shoot at Fatburger on Crenshaw and Slauson, and what we know is that there was one arrest, and after the arrest was secured and completed, there were 2 additional arrests and 2 vehicles were towed. At least 2 vehicles were towed. So in the police statement today, they only released that there was 1 arrest, and that was it. So we want to investigate further the other 2 arrests. What was the probable cause or reasonable suspicion for those other 2 arrests, and just really figure out why they had to shut down the actual video shoot for the actions of one individual. This was an actual event where people spent money, spent their time, creativity, and came out to do, I believe it was a tribute video, and the whole thing got shut down. And I know that there were other videos that have been shut down in the past month or so. So we just want to kind of further investigate, like, is this now becoming type of police intimidation to fuel gentrification?
Well, here's the issue. The lot is purposely are purchased by Nipsey Hussle. That's the other issue.
That's a rumor.
Huh?
I can tell you for a fact that's a rumor.
So he doesn't own the lot?
He doesn't own the lot.
Okay, this is...
That's what he said. So I don't know. We'll see.
He doesn't own his parking
He
lot?
doesn't own that lot.
He doesn't own.
Oh, so this would explain why they acting, okay. See,
So what about the
we
flat
need to...
burger there?
I can't tell you where to start going, trying to
Oh.
figure out the Nipsey's property.
Did he used to own it?
My understanding, and I'm no city planner, I don't have access to these records. My understanding is somebody else is the legal owner, was leasing it to him, and once all of that occurred, the owner of the property
Yeah.
pulled it back, and he's the one that set up that fence immediately around
That one doesn't work
the
for
property.
sure.
I haven't been out in that area in a while, I don't even know if the fence is still up. Is there still a fence
David
around it?
Gross or David something,
I don't
that's
know the
the
guy's
owner.
name.
That's his.
I don't know the
That's
guy's
his business partner.
Again, you're being respectful to me, so I'm trying to give you as much as I know
Okay.
that I've heard, and that's, the last time I went that way, there was a fence
Yeah,
up around
there's still a
it.
fence there,
So,
but the
that
video
was the
shoot
legal
took-
owner that put that
Right.
The video shoot took place in the Fat Burger, and I'm not here to litigate
Right, no.
the arrest of the gun charge or anything like that, right?
I like
We
this,
just
I'd
wanna
rather
know
do this
why
here
is it
than
that
out
the-
there
Right.
where people think
Yeah.
we're arguing, like, we're having a great conversation.
Right, right,
It's
right.
cool with
Like,
me.
we just want more information on as to why the rest of the people at the event shooting the video for one individual who gets arrested, and immediately the entire event is shut
Do you
down.
have a phone number here for?
Instead of him just removed as the
No, up to
problem.
gangs, because the gangs, no doubt, gangs is the one that was out in that area. And I'll give you a number for the
Gang
gang
unit.
office, the
Okay.
gang unit, ask to speak to a gang
Your
supervisor,
Sergeant
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, 5525.
Sure.
I think the fact that it was a Nipsey Hussle location was why they were there. We know very well that that place is very much under a microscope. So for someone to come in with a pistol, I don't know. It's just a little far-fetched for me, but we'll see. I'm not into conspiracy theories. I'm about the facts, so we're here to get the facts. I'm Tara Perry, and I'm a concerned citizen of District 8, and I'm also a write-in candidate for LA City Council, District 8. I'm really just tired of this type of stuff happening, and I just think it's really time for us to stand up and say something and let our voices be heard.
It's your boy Mason 933. We're at 210 West Temple where the trial of Eric Holder is taking place. We're waiting to get some statements from possible people who was up in the actual courthouse when the trial started. So it was set to start today, which is February of 19th. And it seems like I'm the only press here, so I got a blog about it. But yeah, real calm environment here. We've been here many times before. Those who rode on the county bus pretty much know what it is. You get out from here or you go to the penitentiary from here. But Eric Holder is being held on $6 million bail. And from my understanding, there is an investigation on how this investigation was even handled. And from my understanding, he is naming names, and it could start as well as today. And as far as I know of, if it's a closed court or whatever have you, I see no press at this present time. So, as you were going in, I stopped you and I told you that there was the Nipsey Hussle case. Eric Holder is being obviously charged for the murder of Nipsey Hussle upstairs.
Yes.
And this is the opening arguments as far as I know of. What do you feel about you coming to the same courthouse and you finding out this information today?
I feel heartbroken, you know what I mean? He was beloved in the community, you know what I mean? Grade A rapper. Everybody loved him in the city, majority.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you don't want to get involved too much about Eric Holder. What do you think? The rumors in the streets. Have you heard about the case? You've been following it. What do you think? Should be the punishment for somebody if they did commit a crime like that.
To tell you the truth, I'm not a judge, I'm not an attorney or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'll leave that up to the courts to decide.
Right.
But, he should get the maximum penalty.
Right.
They have, 100% evidence. They got him on camera and everything, so,
That part right there. It's your boy Homicide 333. We over here in the Jordan Projects where basically it's been a repass for young soldiers who got killed in an unfortunate situation. And as we can see, Southeast Division came over in full force and riot gear at the repass over here. Now unknown why they would do so other than, you know, they were trying to disperse the crowd, and they said that they were out here pretty much slaughtering. But I guess everybody trying to, you know, respect their loved ones and, you know, put them away. So today was his funeral and there's a repass for him. And basically Southeast is showing their force. And it's going to be like this for some time, especially with Trump in office. It's your boy Mason 933. We on 63rd and 11th Ave. Just a few hours ago, 77 was on a handle of 4 people shot, one possibly a minor. Not sure exactly what the outcome of that investigation is, being that they already broke down the crime scene, but they do have all these different, you know, officers in the area on high alert. As you can see, they're doing traffic stops. Pretty much gonna be in this area probably until they can figure out why and who would shoot 4 people in broad daylight on their way to school now. And from this point, we can only say that this weekend is probably gonna get real hot around here. And being at the other shooting on 97th and Budlong that occurred, a male in his early, you know, 50s was walked up on and shot in the head, and also 2 more times in the body. He is enlisted in critical condition at this point and most likely in grave condition. So that happened just before the 4 was shot. So we got 1 over there and, you know, 4 over here. So I know if these shootings are related or not, but as far as now, 84th and Western, just a few days before the shooting on 97th and Budlong, you had a couple, either 2 males or a couple exiting their vehicle at a mini mart, and someone walked up kind of like the same way the other shooting happened on 97th at Budlong and fired multiple rounds, not striking the individuals, but allowing them to duck and run for cover. And, you know, could have had kids in the car. And as I was leaving from the earlier scene from here, there was a shooting on 46 in Avalon where a male in his 50s was ordering food at a taco stand, and unbeknownst to him, shots ring out. Now he did have his kids or his grandkids with him while they were getting tacos, and thank God they wasn't hit. Now initially, when the call came out, they thought he was there at the scene because they got information and actually went into a residence to see if the person or persons responsible for the shooting was in that residence, but however to no avail. Now, the male Spangle was hitting the arm, and he seems to be stable when they was taking him on the stretcher, as you can see. And as far as the shooter, he's on the loose, and they might have a description and a name of who shot this individual because a gun was left there at the scene. So I like to tell you, like in the county, they just swab you for DNA or vice versa, or get a facial recognition. They're doing a lot of different things right now. And we are live here in pretty much Jordan Projects, where they are towing cars. Yeah, I know, bro. I'm out here watching it. Man, cold with it, cold. It's an artery hit, bro. Okay. I'm telling you, it's a lot of blood squirt. Do you want to let him die or what?
I have an ambulance coming.
Okay, but I can put pressure on it until he gets it.
I have an ambulance coming.
Can y'all put pressure on his wound?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, get a towel.
Brother, whatever it takes in Los Angeles, He said, brother, tell them in LA that whatever the streets of LA do, that's what Chicago will do. That's what New York is gonna do.
A second male approached him, attempted to rob him. During the robbery, he was shot multiple times. The suspect fled the location.
My name is Nash Baker, aka Mason Knight 333. There has to be some sort of community patrols, investigational pieces, newsworthy individuals who have to be on the front line as the incidents occur.
They felt threatened and they started shooting. What was the reason?